guys, so I feel like today is marking the first day of new and improved me, and new and improved vlogging, and new and improved videos. I feel like I'm just honestly gonna scratch everything that I had planned on posting in terms of vlogs, because I just feel like I need to start fresh after posting that video about, you know, everything that's kind of been going on. I look like a psycho person right now because I'm wearing this coat that I got at Zara. I look crazy because it's 28 degrees Celsius outside and I'm wearing this like coat. Now, listen, I know some coats are not the most flattering on me, but I swear they look worse in videos. So I like this coat. I got it at Zara. It feels like a warm little hug. I love the color of gray. It's a little bit big on me, even though it's a size small, and I'm not just saying that because I'm like, oh my god, it's big on me and I'm a size small. Like, when I talk about sizes, it's because I know some people go and buy some things because of me, and so they want to know the sizes. So, oh my god, whenever I hear a siren, I get freak out. So, even though this is a size small, I think it probably would fit like a medium or a large, even depending on like how you carry your weight. I went to work this morning, and then that's what I've been doing lately. Getting up early, like at around 8, going to the office around 9, working until I need to work, going home, getting ready, doing all this stuff, because I feel like when I get it done really early in the day, it's just better. So now I'm going grocery shopping. I have a lot to purchase because I have not been grocery shopping in what seems like a while. Oh my god, this guy just literally, this 18-wheeler truck literally just went flying through the intersection. That's so dangerous. So I haven't been grocery shopping in a while because I was gone in Pennsylvania, and then Sierra came and visited, and we went out to eat. We were eating out a lot, and I did some groceries, but like it wasn't like a good grocery trip, you know? I don't really have a list. I just typically have my go-to stuff, and I'm out of a lot of my go-to stuff. So, sir, what are you doing? Oh, okay, well I guess I'm not parking there. I'm out of a lot of like my go-to stuff. So, in fact, I was gonna do sort of like burrito bowls tonight because I got some beans from Trader Joe's, but I don't know, I'm kind of feeling like kale, farro, chicken, lemony, I don't know, but we'll see. So I'm just gonna head into probably down now, and then I have to go put gas, and I need to go to the post office to send a letter, and then I also want to edit my video today, and the video is like 60 minutes long, so it's gonna take. Hey guys, so it is Thursday, and I think I vlogged a little bit earlier this week after I filmed my like reflections and my truth video. Thank you all so much for the comments on that video. I have not had a second to sit down and respond to them or check Instagram really that much, so I will be doing my best to respond to, but I'm feeling like a little bit under the weather, like my throat's hurting, it's hard for me to breathe. So I don't know if I'm coming down with something, so I'll just be doing a lot of oil of oregano, and I think I'm gonna make a soup tonight. I'm thinking I'm gonna try making like a skinny version of jalapeno bacon potato soup, which I've never made a potato soup before, so I'm not really sure how that's gonna go. But there's this restaurant that I used to go to a lot, like last year, and then, or 2 years ago, and then one time Mike and I went on like a Saturday, and we walked in and they looked at us like we had horns on our heads, and we were like, table for two, and they were like, oh, we're closed for a public, for like a closed event, which is 100% totally understandable. I'm not upset. I wasn't annoyed about that. It was just like, it was kind of embarrassing to walk in and then be told like, no, you hit the road. Like, I just feel like there should have been like a sign or something, but maybe it was a surprise party. I'm not really sure. Anyways, haven't been back since, but they did have this really good bacon jalapeno potato soup. So I thought I would try making that tonight for dinner. I actually never really liked soup as a kid, and then once I've gotten older, I started with tomato soup. I'm still not a fan of brothy soups, but I do like my tomato soup, chicken tortilla soup. I did make a homemade chicken noodle soup once, but it's not my favorite. I'm gonna try making a potato soup, and you guys can see how I do that. I'm going to Starbucks now because I'm a glutton for punishment, apparently. You guys, when I talked about this in a video, you were like, I totally get it. I deal with the same stuff. Like, you are totally 100% justified in feeling this way. And I don't know what it is about the Starbucks near me. Like, I really have no idea because, okay, I think I know what's going on, because sometimes I go and there's like a little bit of like an older woman working, or like a little bit of an older man working, and my orders are always like on point. So maybe they're the managers, and then when they're not there, that's when things go a little bit haywire. I don't really know. But as you guys know, I talked about this in like a past vlog. Well, you guys saw I ordered a grande, or like a mezzo iced chai latte with 2 shots of espresso, and then they forgot the espresso. I had already pulled out, so then I had to, did I go in? I don't know. It turned into this whole big thing. I get mistakes happen. Like, I know everyone is human. Everyone makes mistakes. Human error is justifiable 100%. Like, I'm not saying that no one should ever make mistakes. The reason why this whole thing frustrates me is because, I'm not kidding, 1 out of 3 times I go to this Starbucks, they mess up my order, they get it wrong, and then when I, you know, I'm always really nice and pleasant. Like, I'm never someone who goes in and is like, you messed up my order. So last Friday when Sierra was here, we went shopping, and we went shopping with Mike. And then on the way home, like around like 3 p.m., because Sierra and I would wake up early, like have coffee early, like get our days started early. And then we would, like around 3 p.m., like, you know, like you fall into a little bit of an afternoon slump. So like we'll go like either make a chai latte at home, but this day we decided to go get passion fruit tea lemonades because it was actually really hot that day. It's way cooler now. And so we ordered 3 venti passion fruit tea lemonades, 2 of them unsweetened, 1 sweetened. So Sierra even clarified the order like a few times because she knows, like I've told her about like the issues. And they gave us our drinks, and there was like a long line, so I didn't want to like try it, but okay, I'm at the thing and I'll tell you the rest of the story.
I'll show up into Starbucks.
Hi, can I have a grande chai latte with almond milk and a shot of espresso, please?
So a dirty chai with almond milk?
Yes, please.
Is that all?
That's it.
It's 7:07. You could drive on that.
Okay, thank you. So when your drink is fucking $7, I think that you should get what you ordered for, and I don't think that you should feel bad about, you know, trying to get what you ordered. Hi.
So it's 7:07?
Yeah, it's debit.
You need a receipt?
No, it's okay. Thank you.
Have a good one.
You too. Okay, there's coffee in it. Shoot, I forgot to only say 3 pumps of sweetener, but it's okay. This is literally, I've had 0 appetite today because I'm not feeling well, so this is like my breakfast. Anyways, long story short, we pull off, and I noticed that mine is a little sweeter, but I don't really say anything because I'm trying to be like calm, cool, and collected. So then Sierra goes, oh my gosh, mine is really sweet. Does yours taste sweet? And I go, yeah, I noticed that too, but I didn't want to say anything. So the line for the drive-thru was super long because for some reason that drive-thru takes forever. So I go in with our 2 venti sweetened passion fruit tea lemonades, and I'm like, hi, we ordered these unsweetened and they came sweetened. And the girl working didn't apologize, didn't say like, oh, sorry about that, like we'll make you a new one right away. She literally just said, it's gonna be, she said something like, it's gonna be at least 4 minutes because we have to make the tea. Like, no apology. Like, I'm not saying you need to get on the floor and kiss my feet and say, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry for this error. Like I said, I know human error happens. Like, the whole point of going through a drive-thru is to, you know, drive on through. And then when you get your order wrong, like either you have to drive through again or go in. So that was like kind of annoying. And so now I just need to taste the drink right as I get to the window and not care about people behind me. That's the thing with me. I get so concerned about like other people that and that someone this really sweet woman who always comments my videos, Nuna Feeds the Ducks, she left me a really sweet comment on my video, and she's like, you need to put yourself first, basically. And so instead of being so worried about the people in back of me, I need to just like try my drink and deal with it as it happens, you know? With that being said, ever since I got my Nespresso, I have been making my chai lattes at home. Oh, I didn't want to go into the mall because I literally look like a dragged rat right now. But I should go get my Nespresso. Maybe Mike and I will go tonight, or maybe I'll go tonight. Fun fact about me, I mean, it's not that fun, but personally, I don't like pumpkin chai lattes. I love pumpkin spice flavored things. Like last fall, I'd make pumpkin spice bulletproof. Like I love making pumpkin spice coffee at home, or just adding more pumpkin spice to things. But I don't like the pumpkin spice latte from Starbucks. I find it so sweet, and I just think the regular chai is so much better. I just got home from the grocery store, and over the weekend I went and did like my shopping for the week, but I didn't do a haul or anything. But today I pretty much got some essentials. Well, not really. I guess like I got stuff I needed for the soup, but also some things that I just wanted to have. So they had chicken drumsticks on sale for $4.55 or on special. And I am not like the biggest fan of meat on bones, but I did this recipe a few years ago that was really delicious with like lemon garlic, basically like Greek style chicken with kale and farro. It was either a Jesse James Decker recipe or a Michelle 1218 recipe, and I've been wanting to make it, and so when I saw them on sale I was really happy, so I'm probably going to stick those right into the freezer. And then also going into the freezer is this Nature's Touch 5 Summer Berry Blend. I really like the brand Nature's Touch. I have a bag that was like smoothie packets that are green. It has avocado, kale, I don't know what else. Let me get it. So this is it. Tropical Avocado Bliss, pineapple, mango, kale, and avocado. My freezer was having like a lot of issues. It wasn't staying cold. My dad fixed it. So I had to throw out so much stuff, and the freezer right now is just kind of like a little bit empty. I personally like berries in my smoothies, so I got that to add into the other smoothie pack or to make my own. And then for the soup, I needed bacon. I had celery and onion at home, so I really just needed bacon. I got a thing of milk. I cannot even remember the last time I bought a like carton or bottle of milk, but I've been feeling a little under the weather, as you guys know, and so when I'm sick, I'm sure you guys are like this too, but go back to my childhood sort of eating. So whenever I was sick, my mom would always make us tea with milk and honey, and almond milk just doesn't cut it. So I cannot see myself drinking a glass of milk, or even eating cereal with it would probably like freak me out a little bit just because I'm so out of that loop. But for the tea, I figured good idea. I got 2 cartons of the Campbell's no salt added chicken broth, just because I was completely out of my Costco chicken broth that I normally buy, because when Ciara was here, I made gumbo and we used up the rest of my chicken stock. I got cauliflower. Can you guys guess why? I'm going to be adding this to the soup to kind of bulk it up a little bit, use less potato than the recipes I saw called for. I'm kind of doing my own thing and going off of what I think sounds good, but I am basing it off like of a few recipes, just seeing like the commonalities. So we'll see how that goes. And then I got some salted butter because it was on sale for $2.99, which is a really good price. Normally these butters are at least like $4.99, $5.99. I see them even higher sometimes. So I figure with the fall, I'm probably going to be doing more baking, so I picked up 2 things of butter. And then for the soup, I got restaurant-style russet potatoes. I was looking for them like individually. I couldn't find them. And then 2 jalapenos, some marbled cheese for the soup, and then I saw these Fruity Crispy Minis, orchard apple and cinnamon, so I figured that sounded good, and that's pretty much all I got at the grocery store. Okay, I decided to do some cleaning right now, and something that I wanted to do while I was cleaning is clean my stovetop fan filters, because I realized I've never cleaned them, and as someone who cooks a lot, they're a little dirty. So I did a quick Google search on what to do. It's kind of dark in here. My skin looks really red, but after I do the cleaning, I'm probably not going to cook dinner. I'm not that hungry right now, so I'm not like stressing about starting dinner or anything. So I'm just boiling some water now, and I have a bucket, and I'm going to probably have to run my hot water like once or twice, and then I'll show you what I'm going to do. I don't know if it's going to work. Some sites said to use OxyClean, some sites said to use a degreasing soap. Do I have any soap? Yeah, I have some like regular dish soap. Sunlight, so I'm gonna use that and hopefully tidy up, clean those filters because it kind of looks gross. I don't know if you can tell that they're dirty-ish. This is the clean side, I guess. I don't know how stovetop things work. And then this is the other one. A few of the other sites I looked at said to use baking soda. So I have this baking soda cream cleaner. So I think I'm gonna squirt some into the container with some soap and we'll see how it goes. I never actually use this too much. So if you guys have this and love it, let me know what you use it for. Okay, if you guys loved like those old-fashioned infomercials about cleaning products.
Hi, Billy Mays here.
Look at that. That is crazy. I'm just using this like scrubbing brush I had. I actually use this to clean my grout and I need to do that too. So stay tuned for that because I know the best product. But it looks like it's doing such a good job and it barely even took like 10 minutes. So I'm gonna go ahead, scrub this off and then pour more hot water and then stick the other one in. So I don't know if this water is like just filthy. I don't really know, but it looks like I've brushed off pretty much everything. Okay, so this is super gross, but how many of you are gonna go clean your stovetop fans tonight or whenever this video is posted? Okay, so this is the before on the left and this is the after. I'm so excited. This is like so exciting for me. How sad is that? So it is around 5:45 and I'm gonna start dinner because I just got really hungry. And the first thing I'm gonna do is saute up my bacon. I thought about doing this in the oven, but the bacon fat gives really good flavor. I'm probably not gonna keep all the bacon fat in the soup, obviously, to keep it a little lighter, but that way the fat can render off the bacon. Some flavor will be left behind, and I think I used around 7 or 8 slices. I just have my Le Creuset pot heating up over medium, and I'm just gonna go ahead and stick it in, let it come, why is it not focused? Let it saute a little bit, and then while I'm doing that, I'm gonna prep all of my other ingredients. I know when you're cooking bacon, especially when it's for recipes like this, you want to have the heat really high, at least I do. But if you want your bacon to crisp up really evenly and not just like, I don't know, just stay sort of like this, maybe a little bit more, keep it low. Right now it's like between low and medium for me, and that way it can crisp up really well, render really well, and not burn. And I've made that mistake many, many times, so patience is a virtue. Over here, I just cut up 1 small onion. I also cut up 1 small jalapeno, and I did save some of the seeds, not all of the seeds because I don't want it to be too spicy, but I think this will make a pretty big batch of soup, so I'm not too worried about it, and I like it a little bit spicier. And a little tip, if you don't cook with jalapenos often, make sure you wash your hands after, because if you go and rub your eyes, you'll be really upset. So make sure you wash your hands after chopping the jalapeno. Now it's time to take care of the potatoes. I just have 4 russet potatoes. I'm not sure if I'm gonna include, I feel like I sound really Canadian when I say that. I'm not sure if I'm gonna include cauliflower, we'll see. If I did, I'd just boil it and then probably puree it and then add it, but I'm not sure if I feel like doing that tonight because truthfully, I'm not feeling so hot. So I'm just gonna go ahead and cube these up. The peppers, no, not the peppers, the jalapeno and the onion have been sauteing for a little bit. Now that they're translucent, I'm gonna go ahead and make a little bit of a roux. This is very similar to how I make gumbo. So I just have about 4 tablespoons of flour, and all you need to do is pour it in, and then you want the fat and everything will absorb, so it becomes sort of like a floury paste, and then you just want to cook the raw flour taste out. Now I'm bringing the soup up to a boil, but all I did was add my 2 boxes of, oops, one was no salt added, the other was just 30% less. That's okay. I also added some Creole seasoning, which is just Cajun seasoning. I'm gonna go ahead and mix this up, and then I'm also gonna add just a little bit of that 1% milk, and then I have to add the potatoes and the bacon. So the soup has been simmering for about 20 minutes now, and the potatoes are pretty tender. The recipes that I looked at, some of them pureed the potatoes, some of them didn't. So I think a few chunks of potato is going to be good, but I don't want it to be like completely chunky. Plus the blended potato will thicken it up a little bit without adding a thickener. And a lot of the recipes I saw included sour cream. I don't have sour cream, but I do have a vegan cream cheese that I find really tangy. So I think a little bit of that will be good as well. Something I also wanted to say is that, of course, there is bacon fat, there is like butter in there, and whatever comes to the top and comes to the surface, whether it be like the foam from the potatoes or a little grease, like I don't know what to call it, like grease on the top, I just skim it and throw this out after. In my little food processor thing, I just took out some of the potatoes, and there's probably some onions and jalapeno in there too. And I'm gonna add about a tablespoon or two of the Miyoko's vegan cream cheese. Sierra brought this back for me when she came to visit. My verdict is, I like the texture a lot, but it's really tangy for a cream cheese, but it'll work perfect in this. I just ran the potatoes and the vegan cream cheese in the blender, and I really think that's exactly what it needed. So I ended up pureeing just a little bit more because I wanted it to be not so chunky, and now I feel like there's the perfect amount of potatoes. So now I'm gonna go ahead and add in some cheddar cheese, the bacon, and I think we're gonna be pretty much done, and then taste for seasoning. Now I just need to mix it all in and get the cheese all melted. So I guess this did not turn into a skinny version, but in actuality, it's really not that bad. Yeah, there's bacon, but everything else, it's pretty much, well, I mean, there is butter. I just don't feel like this is the worst possible thing, truthfully, but definitely not an everyday thing either. So the soup is done, and I was actually thinking about it, and a lot of the recipes I saw called for heavy cream, sour cream, cream cheese. There is a lot of fat, I guess, so this might be like a keto dinner. But in the grand scheme of things, it's mostly just potatoes and chicken stock and peppers and jalapenos. So I don't feel bad, everything in moderation, and I am so excited to dig in.